Scott, congratulations. First man through here at the JenningsBet World Seniors. Back up on that famous stage. How did it feel to be there?
To be honest, my reputation and my everything here at the Circus Tavern has been a right struggle. So I played Terry Jenkins here in an exhibition back in 2015. He beat me 6-5, and the only game I've won is when Peter Manley lost, who was thrown first. So Rob Thornton beat me here. So it's not a place that I love playing, but games like that will make it a part of my iconic. It's just an iconic place to play. The amazing thing that the seniors get to play here, and like I said, I've been here as a fan more times than I've been here as a player. So the place is great.
We probably didn't see the best of your game there, but do you feel like it's in good fettle at the moment?
Do you know what? I've been in 30 averages for fun at County, at Super League, and I even won the Southampton Darts Series on Tuesday night against Adam Lipscomb. So, the form is in really good place when I let my head allow me to just go and try and hit as many of those red bits as I can. But today I've been here 3 times as a fan, and all 3 times I watched Matt Clark. So back in the early 2000s. So. And he's a great guy. And when I was at the Pro Tours, I was sat on the same table as him, and he's just a great guy. And we just gave each other too much respect today.
Do you look at yourself as a favourite in this tournament? There's a lot of names. Maybe in previous years there's been a couple of standouts, but it seems although there's a lot of names in the fold this year.
I think I've done enough on the senior tour to be the underdog. I've lost to Mark Welch. I've lost to Matt Clark twice, and I think that. You've got to stop giving everybody respect and come here and play that Pro Tour game that I have, and that Challenge Tour game that I have, and we've not quite done it yet. I've got away with it a little bit today, but I have a massive team behind me at home, and my son Katie, my daughter Katie, and my son Sam, and Katie's boyfriend Sam as well, like man in the farm, so that I can come and do these things. And everybody says, when are you going to make darts a serious hobby? And it is just a hobby, and the farm is the real life. So, look, I love the way that it goes, and I love getting up in the morning and looking out of both windows and not seeing a house in the area. So, I'll never change that.
I'd just like to ask you about the state of the game at the moment. Do you feel like darts has got a bit more spotlight, and it really feels like it's taken off at the moment?
It's massive at the moment. We don't like to mention it, but the Luke Littler effect, OMG. That's what my daughter keeps tweeting me now and again, because I'm really old and I don't understand it. But no, Luke is. I've known Luke since he was 10, and is there a better time to be in darts? I feel like I've missed it for 10 years. 10 years ago, it'd been great to be where I should have been. But look, Luke is great. The darts is great, and as a sport, darts as a sport. We're covered. We've got the youth covered. We've got disability darts covered. We've got lady dart covered. We've got everything else. Development tour, JDC, England Darts Organisation are running a youth thing. When I was a kid, there was none of that. There'd have been none of Luke Littlers, because if we couldn't chalk and we couldn't do it in our local pub, the people didn't want you. It was an old man's game when I played. So when I started, it was. To get where we are, it's madness, but darts as a sport is blanket covered. And how many sports would love that? There's youth academies up and down the country. They're going to be coming through under 25 now. I didn't start playing county till I was 29. I didn't get on TV till I was 38. That's not going to happen anymore. It's just not going to happen anymore. The sport has changed, a massive difference. And it's great for the sport, and I'm just going to hang on in there like the fingers on a blackboard at your old school, you know what I mean? I'm going to scrape and hang in there as long as I can.
Cheers, Scott.
Scott, you had a great year on the Challenge Tour last year. What are your sort of main aspirations for 2024?
Yeah, it's really weird that being a world champion changes how people play you. So they're quite happy to go home beating the guy with the star on the shirt, and it's one of those stars that means nothing to anybody, but of course, because their parents are older and everything, they know who I am because they watched it. So the sport is in a great place at the moment, and I just feel that look, everything's going up. The seniors is going up. The development tour is going up. The averages that you're seeing everywhere is due to people dedicating themselves to the game, and that's what the game deserves, and that's where it's going for sure.
First game of the tournament today, did it just feel that little bit more edgy for that reason? Obviously, you can almost hear a pin drop when it was game on as well. The atmosphere.
I've opened the tournament up, I think, at the Masters in York, and I think I was second game on against Peter last year, and it's because I feel it's because I do a certain game, and it is what it is, and I just love the way that this works. It's just me being me, getting my head in the right place. This is the seniors tour is the way that it was always going to go. It had to go that direction. Snooker went the same way, and I'm just very sort of emotional. I'm playing it brings generations together. The seniors tour brings generations together, and I wouldn't have played Matt in his time here at the PDC, and he wouldn't have played me at my time at the BDO. So it brings generations together, and we just hope the fans keep coming, keep watching, and keep enjoying it as much as we do.
What do you make of this year's field? A few debutants: Richie Burnett, John Henderson, Jim McEwen. I mean, the standard's just going up and up, isn't it?
Debutants, yeah. They've remembered more than I've forgotten. Look, it was always going to go that way. It's a case of hanging in there, and the seniors tour is going to be that way, and that's the case at the floor as well. The floor tournaments, you walk into the floor tournaments at Reading and at Newbury, and you go, wow, these are all the guys that I've watched. And they're still doing it. They are still doing it. Yes, probably. The honest answer is, are they doing it as consistently as they used to? No, probably not. Are they going to pop up with the 12 darter now and again when they need it? Of course, because they haven't forgotten it. They haven't forgotten being in this situation. And today it was lucky for me, but I hope the seniors can go on and we can develop this into something special. And like you say, it's the best field we've ever had, and that makes things very difficult.
Cheers, Scott. All the best for the next round.